Hambletonian week is rolling on, and it's all about redemption for trainer Ron Burke, who is looking to get back into the Hambletonian winner's circle. We make a stop at Gateway Farms to see Hambo favorite Celebrity Bambino and barnmate Point of Perfect, both Colts elimination winners. Is this the year Burke adds that prestigious trophy to his numerous others? He also has rarely something who looks to bring him home the Oaks. We talk with him after training his two Colts.
I said it's been a tough race for us to win, and also it's the one time where I think all 10 can literally say, I have a chance in here. Usually I could tell a couple of them, no, you don't, but I don't see a horse in here that cannot win the race.
You know, going back to the spring, of course, we talked to you about Celebrity Bambino. Let's start with him. And you told me, you said, Wendy, you knew he was a special colt last year.
Yeah, and we probably did something different this year than we've ever done. We pointed only for this race. Like, you know, us skipping the Joie, that's something we wouldn't have done 4 years ago. But, you know, it was all about this race. It was to have him sharp for one day. And, you know, I think right now the plans work to perfection. We'll see in, you know, 4 more days if it really has.
And I agree with you, you know, going through there from the last couple weeks, how July has progressed. But I feel that you have the sharpest Celebrity Bambino that you're going to have going into Saturday.
Yeah, you know, even the race he was fourth, then we tried the shoes off, and that was another thing we wanted to know, could we go to it if we needed it? You know, usually it's a big help with him. I didn't like him. I thought he almost would have paced at the wire, but he still had great trot and finished strong, so we knew he was still sharp.
Certainly stands out there on the track. He's just big, black, slick-gated, but you know what? He wears elbow boots, which is weird to see. Not many wear those nowadays. Tell us about those elbow boots.
Yeah, no, it's welcome to 1970. But, you know, he just comes up close enough. He touches it once in a while, and I think he was getting to where we were letting him hit it, and I think he was starting to resent when he did hit it. You know, they make them for a reason. You know, used to be you never saw a good trotter that didn't wear them. So, you know, back to the future, I guess.
Draws the rail. Hey, could be better, could be worse, but hey, it's Yannick's problem at this point.
Yeah, I just was on the phone with Yannick telling him how great they train, and like we started going over scenarios. I go, I don't even know why I'm worried about this. This is your job. I have them ready. Now you got to go win the races.
Speaking of training, we watched him here today. How was he? And you said he was super.
Yeah, no, all 3 of them. Him, Point of Perfect, and Rayleigh something could not have been happier. You know, you love when you don't have to start trying to pull magic out of the hat on Wednesday. You know, when they're good today, they'll be good on Saturday.
Moving on to Point of Perfect, of course, the long shot winner in his elimination.
Yeah, no, he's been getting better and better. And, you know, I was a little bit surprised Yannick left retook and was able to repel well. But, you know, that's what I said. Like, everybody in that race, you can make the case for all 5 that finished that race especially and say, no, they were good. You know, they raced good. So, you know, it's going to be a fun race. The thing is, with you have so many horses that think they can win, you're going to see a lot of movement because everybody wants their shot.
Now, how do you think he stands up against that, the other group of horses, especially against Bambino?
You know what, like, we've trained him enough to know he can go with them. Is Bambino, I think, a little bit of a better horse? Yeah, up to this career he has been. You know, maybe he has a little more high end. But, you know, that was the best today that Point of Perfect has ever trained for me. I trained him with pacers, and they didn't want any of them. So I was, you know, those are 2 U.S. Pacing Championship pacers he was putting away. So I was pretty happy with him.
Interesting. The owning connections are basically 3/4 the same. Let's flip-flop Hatfield Stables on Point of Perfect. Of course, Phil Calora for Celebrity Bambino. But you know, these are great connections for you. It's interesting to have both of them have 2 horses in the Hambletonian. You have to be excited for everyone.
Yeah, I was really kind of hoping that if we could, like, dead heat would be perfect, and then everybody be off the schneid together. But, you know, the problem is somebody's still going to be on the schneid even if we do win it. So, you know, but you know, we've been trying to win this race. Hopefully we'll get it done.
Let's talk about winning this race now. We hate to go back down to 2017 when you tasted victory and then you had it pulled away. I knew I felt for you guys that year, and I'm sure everybody did. Unimaginable feeling, but let's go. We're going to get redemption here.
So I tell when people say you don't know how it is to win a Hambo. I do for 10 minutes. In 10 minutes I had it, but I also know how it has to take it away once and then take it away again in court the second time. So, you know, I've lost that. So, like, I'm up to about 5 Hambletonian losses now with him. So
that's all right. You know, let's go back to that first Hambletonian period 6-7 years ago. You've had multiple since then. Any anticipation or anxiousness that was then to now are about the same?
No, it's way easier now. You know, it's way easier now. I'm so much more used to it. And it's funny, I noticed last year with the International Trot, I learned, you know what, enjoy the process, enjoy the week leading up to it. And wherever you finish, at least you had a good experience. Half the time before, I would make myself crazy. And then, you know, if the horse did bad, I'd even be crazier. So you know, I'm just going to enjoy it, and you know, let's go.
Winningest training ever, on your way to 14,000. Of course, you surpassed that 300 million mark that no one's ever done. So you know we're proud of that, and we certainly are for you. But let me see all the trophies you got in your case. You got any room for that Hambo trophy, the Oaks trophy?
That's the truth. I'm thinking, Jerry, you aren't getting this one if you get it. So yeah, I've worked harder than he has for it.
And let's move on to the Oaks. Of course, the filly, Rayleigh something. You know, she's a nice filly. I think she stands up well against a wide open group as well.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Like, you know, there's, you know, a couple in there that maybe are a little bit better, but she fits with those. I mean, she's been right there with Bond every week. You know, Bond has maybe stepped back a little bit, and just because of tough trips, but Walner Payton is very nice. But same thing, you can make a case for almost every horse in that race too.
How are you going to be feeling if you're horsing that trophy on Saturday?
Listen, I just want to get it done, and you know, and then it's my son's bachelor party that night, so it could be a great day or a terrible day.
Ronnie, thanks. Best of luck.
Thank you.